Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, laid back. No stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, throwing parts. Crafting all night, get ready to build, get ready to build. Let's make it right, let's make it right, gonna make it right. Let's make it right, let's make it right, gonna make it right. Get ready to build, let's make it right, let's make it right, let's make it right, gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, no stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, crafting all night. Get ready to build, let's make it right, let's make it right, gonna make it right.
Well, good morning and greetings to all of you travelers and, of course, all you builders out there. It's me, Kevin C. here yet again at Action Pants Gaming. On this July the 31st, the last day of the month of 2025. It's 2 minutes after the 10 a.m. hour. I know some of you are still sitting there in the past, and somehow some of you are out there in the future. But whatever present you happen to be in as you're watching this, I do hope it's going good for you. All right. Hold on one second. I don't know if that's better or worse. It's a little worse. All right. Sergeant Belson, greetings. Good morning. Man, you know you're getting old when you go to stretch and you hurt your back. All of a sudden I went to stretch this morning, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what's going on with my back? My neck, my back, my neck and my back. All right.
Like I told my last wife, I says, honey, I never drive faster than I can see. Besides that, it's on the reflexes.
I know I need a new lighting dark. I need a new everything. I need a new life. They don't sell those in the store anymore, or at all, ever. Yeah, I'm still debating this one. We might do this just for fun. We might see if we like it. If we don't, as per usual, we'll knock it out. Didn't line this up. That would have been cool had I thought about that. But no. Well, kinda, sort of, in a weird, odd way. Your knee? Yeah, I know that one. I feel you there, my friend. It's funny, I was the other day I was joking with my roommate, and I'm like, man, like every time I get up, I gotta make some sort of noise. Either I creak, I burp, fart, something. A crack, a grunt, a groan. Oh, jeez Louise. Oh, man, my fucking back. Oh, I'm in pain. Alright, what are we doing? We're trying to make we're bouncing around. I gotta I gotta find some wonders, man. I need to change these to what they're gonna be. And now I'm like, what else am I gonna do? We need moving stuff. I'm thinking about putting like I don't know, something here maybe. I don't know, man. I mean, we could, we could drop down like some freighter rooms right here, do a little bit of coverage with some larger bits. Yeah, we got our localized. Yeah, that's the thing. I wish it was. I don't know what I say. All right, we got to do something with that. That's driving me a little crazy right there. Don't dig on that. We didn't get any like low rooftops with this. It's the legendaries. What's going on? Yeah, thing is when I put different wonders in these, I gotta deal with that. It means I gotta break stuff apart and rebuild it. Some of it's manually placed. All right, I made this last night. I'm just gonna add another one right here. But yeah. I thought that was kind of neat. Although the light floors right now are, I don't know, not doing what they should be doing. That's for certain. So, this is manual placement. It is easier than noise. Easier than the server blocks, but still finicky as. Alright, so this is where it gets tricky, Gamma. Yes, there's some neat things you can do. But you get that, so only in some of them could you really add it if you did it properly, because the corners will peek out. Alright, so if you had one small enough, but even then what happens is as you shrink that, the corners will still peek out. So unfortunately, posters no. Stickers on the other hand, or decals, however you want to put it, do, and they alter more than just the background, which is cool. Again, in my opinion, the lighting is way off in the game. But see how I'm kind of... Hold on. There we go. This is a good one. So keep an eye on what's going on around the edges of all that. You can kind of see it there. But as I bring this up, notice how I've now taken that, turned it white with the sticker or the decal. Now it's going more of a blue. And depending on where I put this, you know, that tone will... Now I can spread out to an extent here. So yes, stickers do stuff. Which is nice. And it does change all the glowy bits. So you can get like a really neat sort of thing. What's going on? Well, are the lights on? Yes, I think. Whether they are or not, I don't know yet. Right on, well. But they do kind of look on even, well, yes, dim, but then if I change the color, and then we'll wire it up. We'll see. I'll make it blink or something. Let's see what happens if we throw some power on this here real quick. And no difference. So they appear to be actually lit at the moment. Whether or not they are, everything's too dark. The artificial brightening of a room I find to be very immersion breaking. The power to the lights is not working properly. All of these are lit. Yeah, it does. That's for sure. I wonder, like, not being able to find the fish, if it has something to do with this. But I could be wrong. Base power free. Yeah, so something's going on with the power. for now. All you're doing is distracting for right now. Made this one. Oh, I'll show that later. And then a neat little thing that I saw. I was hanging with Rev. We noticed, and then he helped me move some parts around to get this to work. Got a new pet. What did we call him the other day? Oh no, I forgot the name. We had a good name for him too. I'll remember it. So I'm not even going to go through it right now. And I need to, actually, I'm going to need Rev's help. What was I going to say? Oh, really? Oh, all right, cool. I got to see that. My buddy and I, like I said the other day, we loved Battlefield. I think it was Battlefield 4. So yeah, I got that one. And what's nice, see like how we have that little blue hue? That comes from a sticker. I could throw a light in there, but what I noticed is that because there's no actual hollow center to that gear and where the collision bubble is and how it rides on a floor panel, it's super difficult to, although I think I know how I could maybe do it, but you would be limited to a size. Thank you, Will. Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking into that. I am going to try Star Rupture too. I think I'm going to try that tonight. It's definitely, it's not really my cup of tea, but at the same time, the parts look interesting. The gameplay looks kind of interesting. You know, it's survival, building, but not creative building. It's like, you know, standard. You have to, you know, and your stuff gets wrecked, which you know how much I love that. You know, let's spend hours and hours and hours on building something and then have something wreck it on you. It's called Star Rupture, I believe. And then Battlefield 6, reveal trailer, I believe. Oof, collision bubble is mighty on that. And you need to be able to get... shit, wow. That's from The Wire? Woo! No, it's a different. It's another green, like Green Death or something. I forget what they said. It's the same company, but I don't know. Something. It looked interesting. I figured I'd give it a roll. Right, we're not messing with that right now. Damn, I didn't realize the collision on those was that severe. I mean, that's pretty freaking bad. Oh. I get you. Yeah, I know, right? I hate that it flips back over. Like, the whole point is to keep it at that orientation when you copy it. Rev, what's going on? Want to do something with that, though. I think I can. I mean, that's a nice thing about this, doing this. Alright, that still works, which is interesting. Good. Alright, I'll figure something out with that. Alright. What's next? What the heck are we gonna do? Well, I could finish that sign. Although, I think I'm gonna hold off because it is an extra part. I'm just debating on whether or not it needs it. Oh, and the typical. Oh, you changed the color like 5 minutes ago? Hold on, let's change it back to what you had right before that. Even though it's going to say that it's the color you just changed it over to. So, I figured out how to kind of deal with this and move things around a little bit. It's finicky, but it works. I can get into it if y'all are interested. Let me know. Otherwise, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do today. Because there's so much I gotta start scavenging for parts again. There's little bits that I want to kind of clean up. Pardon me. This looks better. We have a little more going on here. You want to see? All right. We can do that. Give me a minute. Like, and I'm still looking over at ER's build, which is completely not what it should be up top. In fact, is something I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, it's his base and I'm pissed. I wanted to do some sort of an SRT or a walkway over to there. So you could go from one to the other. Like, I had all this idea, and now, and I really hope it's not because of where we decided to, you know, where I was like, yeah, go ahead, 300, and we were more than 300 U away. So yeah, I don't know. All right, this. How to get kind of a glowy gear. I just figured it out yesterday, so bear with me. It's alright, so I had spent so much time trying to, and then, you know, I did it by accident essentially here, and then I'm like, alright, well, it's working, and then I kind of figured out what I needed to do as I went. So I kind of want to rebuild this. But at the same time, I really freaking don't. But now I kind of have an idea roughly, and it's a lot of manual placement. It's a lot of kind of, you know, changing levels, moving things around, and, you know, once you get, you know, where you want the gear to be, and we'll get into it here. All right. So, You know what? I don't know if I want to add this or not. All right, so basically I'll show you anyway, because whether or not I add that or not is beyond. You know, I'm gonna leave that there because I really don't. I'm like, I don't think I need to add it. I think it's just another part that we don't really need. I mean, I think it would be neat to maybe chuck it in there, maybe throw another small one up top, but I think this is fine. Got an interesting odd number. I wouldn't mind actually. The only other one I would like to do would be maybe here down in the corner. But the smaller it gets a little trickier. I did notice. So, all right. I can just go show you somewhere. It's easy enough to do. All right. First, you're gonna want to get like a vertical. Vertical light floor going. So once you figured out, sorry, I'm just I know I'm all over the place right now. I'm just trying to figure out a way to do it. And maybe add it. Oh, I know where. Somewhere else. So that. Doing it to do it. Know what I mean? Alright, or I'll just show you the process here, just so I don't have other things in the way. I really did pull muscle there. So, unfortunately, with the way that this thing works, oh, and I think I just figured out maybe how to do it with one. Alright, is you need a... exactly. You need a floor panel to kind of brace yourself on, okay? Because the way that the gear works... is and I would kind of glitch it off of that light floor just so you get the same angle whatever you're working on. So I haven't tried this yet, doing a half step. But see, that's where it actually rides. So it's like right where that curve is. So what I would do is I would bring this up maybe to where I want it. And then take the floor panel and then just kind of go right underneath that curve, and you should be 100% on it. Some of it I'm just realizing right now. It was late when I was doing this last night, which it usually is when I'm discovering or creating new things. It's usually late night because I have. Alright, so we're going to go right about. Let's say there. It doesn't really matter right here. Unless you're trying to be super specific. That one. So now I should be riding right about where I want it, right? So once you realize where that is, and then you can also go from underneath and see how it'll be lower. Or, oh, I'm sorry, my apologies. Now it's still riding on that area, but now it's lower because we're underneath. All right, so it does change, but you can use that if you need to. So then once you get to about that, probably you're going to do a halfway. Now I'm not following this floor panel, although I probably should be. So I'll try to get a little more accurate here, so that we're kind of in line. And that way we can use some reference if we need to. Alright, but what I'm doing here is I'm kind of going halfway. Oh, look at that. Something just changed. Oh, I deleted the wrong floor panel. That's why. Alright, so we'll do that again. Bring this up. Oh, actually, let's try and do this a little more evenly. See if we can get closer. Oh, perfect. Alright, I'll take that. Yep, I will. Alright, so now we are nice and in line. So once you got that, we're going to move this over, get about halfway, because your cursor is going to end up bumping. And I would probably get right to the halfway point if you can. And then it's just the usual rigmarole of getting that. And kind of get down a little further so you can see. Now you're going to get see the small square right there? There's going to be two little dashes in it, and you can kind of either twist or twist and shout. And see how on the edge there, it's like, see how it flattens and then takes that angle at the edge of the gear tooth, on the tooth of the gear. Okay. So now you also have to remember that what you're doing here is actually going to be halfway over. All right. Now you can also bring this up. You want to take a look at where it's going to be on the bottom as well. Nice. So now I'm going to try and do this with a full floor panel. All right. Go up a little bit further. This is actually what I was trying to do last night. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was also pretty nip. So what I want to do is I want to try to bring this edge, and that's the edge that we're trying to kind of get right up to the light floor on. I want to try and get that edge of that be right about there, so that way when we're in the floor, oh, see, and that's the other thing. I might have to go bigger just for that. So if I go like that, because we want to hide I'd like to be able to hide that floor panel, right? We're gonna have to go bigger if we just want the light, right? Otherwise you're gonna have multiple multiple floor panels like I did over there. And now I'm going to actually probably end up tearing that sign down and redoing it. Alright, looks like I got some terrain in my way. I do. But it's not like I haven't rebuilt things before, so I don't think I won't do it again. And again, you want to try and get as close to that edge as possible. And then you check. Now, see how I don't have the dot here? It means I'm twisted. So, I mean, we know I'm twisted. That's a whole different thing. So, now I'll try and redo that again. And we can kind of see, I think we saw it flickering when we were doing that. I mean, you would think that it was because all these three are showing, right? And this is really, again, how finicky do you want to get? You can spend many an hour trying to get exactly proper here. Yeah, twist and shout without, now see, we only got half of it there, so. I hate the fact that I spent all that time last night on that one and now I have exactly what I need. Because I could just move that. I could bump that forward, right? We could do a half step on a floor. Right? I think. Am I right? Or am I way off? I could be off. It's entirely possible. How would I halfway to... Oh, I know how I would. Okay, it's not quite halfway, but it's also better than what I had over there. Damn it. I wonder if I would have to go bigger. No, see, yeah, because there's that little lip, right, between the two. This is why it's so weird. Those look like they're on. Normally, like, that wouldn't be on. You would have to, you know, power that even with base power on. And then you could do, how would I move that? I would flip that. Micro adjust over. I'd have to flip it this way. Micro adjust it over. I'm gonna try that after if I want to get finicky. And even that might not be enough. It looks like it could be like a floor panel worth of movement. Alright, so it's not quite obviously in the middle. But it's as close as you're going to get at the moment. I'm here. Why not? If I want to adjust that over, I would need to do what? I would need, and this changes because Wolfheart, welcome. Because if we could get that circle in the middle, that would be great. This will change. Alright, so if I do that, no, I need to alright, I'm going to use you. Okay, so well, the problem is, Wolf, is you can't adjust at that point. The only way that I would be able to do anything here would be like to have somebody around to move the light floor out of the way for me to slide it over and turn it, drop it back in. No, that's not right. But you know what I mean? And we'd be there for an hour and a half just trying to figure that out. So what I'm thinking is if I can flip Oh, Wolf. Should get back into it. It's actually really good. Alright. I need to move that floor panel, or that light floor over to the left. Yeah, right. I would just like to see the base, the freighter parts when you build them on terrain, for the NPCs to walk the path like they do on the freighter. All right, let me think here. Oh, no. Totally understandable, Wolfheart. Sorry, I freaking pulled a muscle in my back today, so I'm a little grunty and groany and old feeling right now. All right. And hopefully it doesn't change, because sometimes it does, because the space between a floor and a paver and, you know, the raised paver and the other one are pretty different. That's kind of neat in a weird way. That little circular dash thing. All right. I need to move that way fractionally. So, in order to do a fractional move that way, I need to flip a floor panel, correct? I would need to flip it this way, so I could then go duh, and then I would need to flip it again, duh, to then have that attach. Correct? Where did that come from in the first place? Oh, and we moved it. So yeah, no. I would have to do that way beforehand. Or now I would have to do it. Alright, so like that. Let's remove this for now. We're gonna flip this. Which is gonna give us a different spacing, but alright. I'm gonna flip it. You're gonna go there. You're gonna go. Oh, no, not you. You're gonna go. So then that's gonna be this way, right? You're gonna go here, and that's freaking awesome. That's awesome. When she gets to be the age, you need to And I don't care what anyone says, and I can't find it. I don't know, and because it doesn't really tell you what that. I want to own the original theatrical release with the dubbed voice, the overdubbed voice, the monologue, the inner monologue of Deckard. The one I saw when I was a kid. And don't tell me it doesn't exist and it's some sort of Mandela effect, because my brother and a bunch of people I know, blah, blah, blah. I need that on Blu-ray or DVD, worst case scenario. Even though the quality will be 1080, but still. I'm hoping for better quality. I think 4K Blu-ray would be better. But, alright, what the hell was I doing? Flipping the floor, again. Jesus. How many times am I going to do this in this game, eh? Alright, so now, we're going to, boom, we're going to get you out of the way, because that actually worked for the first time. We're going to do that. And see what I mean by it changes? Exactly. Thank you for agreeing on that. Alright, so then we're going to get rid of that. We're going to bring you into play. We're going to get rid of you to kind of conserve space. We're going to bring you guys back up, just in case. Alright, then we're going to do the usual 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Line that with floor. Get rid of these. 1, 2, 5. We're going to line it here. I think we can keep it if we need to. Yeah, the additional, leave well enough alone. If it ain't broke, don't add to it. Alright, boom, 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 boom. Now, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna guess here. Problem here is, I'm gonna be doing a bunch of freaking, spot holding. Alright, so now if I'm here, I need to now flip this back around. Might as well get our tools out, because I have a feeling we're going to be using them. Got that. That. And we got you. Oh, somebody brought up a good point. The unseen where everyone gets a medal, except for Chewie. I thought it's something weird, like something like that, where they kind of overlook Chewie. I want to watch it again. All right, so now we flip this again. Only this time, Throw that away. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, here, right? And that'll tell you exactly how flush you are. If you really want to get crazy, you can see this area here, which we know by the light, actually. Did I like 2049? Yes and no. I'm again of the, if it ain't freaking broke. Do I care about this anymore? No, I really don't. We have a mission now. What is that for? That's an original. Let's get rid of that. This is sure. That's just to get out of the way, which we don't need because we have it right there. Okay. Yeah, I liked it more than I thought I would. I don't know. It had a different feel. The vibe was a little bit different. You know what I mean? It was good, but it felt different. It had a different vibe to me. That's about the best I can say. All right, so now I can take that. I can do that. So we have the original. I can now slide that over. It's not perfect, but we are better. All right. Kind of interesting, that little, but now we're again we're now into, it's a lot of parts. All right, I could we may have gone a little too far, but it's better. And it's better to the point of I'm gonna freaking let it go. Yeah, it could go back a little bit. You know what? Screw it. We're here. We're here. Although I did already delete that, so I'm kind of a moron there. Back a tad. You could say, did you like the nah, you know, the three boobs were better looking. They're more convincing. Man, my back is killing me today. Do I want to move this, or are we going to say it's freaking good enough? It's going to fucking, pardon me. Freaking good enough. The three boobs look better. Oh. It's like in the movie Paul, which, by the way, I thought was really good. I liked Paul. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, my back is killing me today. Ooh, goodness gracious. Woo! All right, but now I know how I can do it. So, perfect. Now I could probably take down the big sign. Now, herein lies one little issue. If you go to cover it, boop, you have that problem. I'd like to get that perfect at this point, which I probably could get a little better anyway. Although now, and you'd have to get it perfect ahead of time, okay, or have something else in the way, because you can't adjust it now. So this would be your final step. You'd have to make sure that you're perfectly level, which we're not. And then you'd have to move this, your wall or whatever, back in order to obviously Goodness gracious. Now it's making me think, should I move it? It's like half a floor panel. Damn it, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here, damn it. Alright, so that's this now, right? Is this where we are now? No, that's where we are now. Boom. Okay, so boom, boom. And yes, I am going to redo this because, well, maybe, you know what? We'll give it a shot. We'll see if we can get away with not redoing it. Alright, so now I need to flip it that way again. And I'm always like, you know, you got to remember which way you want it to face too, you know. I like that little frame that other one did though. If I can get that to happen, I might do that. Okay, so now we're gonna, actually, you know what, we can do, but I don't know where this actually clicks onto that though, that's the problem. It's usually like here, right? Yeah, it's usually like right at the half, so I'm gonna go boom. Oh, we never got the paver there, so let's try that. Maybe that'll lock in, we'll be able to see a little better. Edward James Olmos. Yes, we want to go try it there. And we might be, it might be fractional in terms of the size, and we're going to be either off to one side or the other, So, oh man. All right, my bad. Woo. Yeah. Oh, getting old. All right, so now I'm going to stick that to here. Why do I feel like that's too far? That's too far. And watch me put it right back where it was. I'm going to say here. Alright, I guess that's what we're going to do. Actually, I could probably leave this here, right? Just keep messing with it till I get it. Although this is actually the problem right now. I could just keep an eye on that too. Alright, let's try it here. Oh shoot, no, and I need it there, never mind. I am an idiot. And so do this. Come on, yeah. So on and so forth. Yeah, right? Oh, shoot. They should do it. They should do it. Minecraft. I mean, No Man's Sky movie. They did a Minecraft. Be cool if they could figure out how to get building into it as well. And then that comes back to here. That goes there. Shoot. That goes to there. Here. Past by a little bit. That. Oh, I went the wrong frickin' way. Ah. this is why we left this here. I gotta go that way. Alright, we were here. Yep, that's just poking out. As long as they give me a role playing some sort of, you know, building, architect, construction person, you know, I'd be all set. Alright, so now, I'm gonna go. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm pulling the floor. Okay. So. They need to fix the build mechanics, man. They really do. I love this game. I would like to continue to build. Which, you know, I mean, I will. But it'd be nice to actually have it the way it should be. Alright, what are we doing now? We're flattening. Bunk. That doesn't look like a gap at all. Alright, so we need to go out, get another half, okay. When I say half, I mean half a floor panel. Now, if the gear actually had a, you know, a center area that you could get through. What am I doing again? Flattening that out. Then it would be a whole different scenario. Why does it look like I didn't change position at all? Alright. our choices. Now, I could make the gear larger, or, you know, so that it... But at this point, I've already, you know, kind of ruined my, my spot for that. We could start again, but that's not about to happen right now. Come on, game. This whole, like, all of a sudden there's two parts and you know you've only put in one. Parts are kind of flying around as well. Sort of how I can put it. You got to be really careful with your delete. Make sure you don't hit something. Because the cursor kind of shines through quite a bit. Didn't seem to do anything either. All right. Come on. Come on. Lurgan, Sturgan. Bergen. Skirkurgan. Lurgan. Alright. I think we are kind of where we're gonna be, but I could be wrong. Again, if I can make it better, I certainly will try. That looks too far at this point. Yeah, it is. Alright, so... Oh. Alright, we're gonna try... Because that doesn't seem right. I feel like we missed something here. I'm gonna try right there again. Something didn't seem too proper there. Something just ain't right. Oh, I was gripping onto that. That's why. Uh-huh. I should just be able to test it that way. Okay, so now. I think I know what I did wrong the other time. I think we probably had it close. But somebody, not saying who, wasn't paying attention. Okay, too far again. Oh, Clear Obscure? I want to try that. Yeah, I wish I could get back to doing monthlies and do Xbox Game Pass because I heard it was free on that. Not too bad. It's a little better. All right, let's do. Oh, I'm doing way more work than I need to, too. I hate when I do that. All right, so let's do this. Since we're already there, I can just flip it back around again. Have to do the whole rigmarole. I just got to remember where I had the freaking floor panel. That's a problem. Moving around too many times now. I'm getting like, where was it again? You wanna? I'm almost at the point where I'm like, that's good enough. If I don't get it in this next try or two, we're gonna call it good enough. Come on, yeah. Piece of bologna. Well, I kind of miss fried bologna and cheese sandwich when I was a kid. We used to have a broiler. We'd throw that in there. Toast up bread. I don't know if that's the same or not. Shade. Alright, I gotta see where I gotta remember where that connects to. Yeah, that would be our norm. Alright, now if I see this paver move. No, that's normal, okay. So we're gonna go back. That's right or not. I should have been counting. Damn it! Ah! My whole frickin' wire and where I was last time. Alright. Although with the floor it's different. With the floor it's the positive. Alright, so it's right here where the okay, now we actually have some reference. Wolf, you be my guest. It's not as easy as you think. I feel like I need to go back. Because of where you scale this, if you need room to slide that past the light. If you didn't see the beginning of this, So all I'm trying to do right now is, okay, so then here's the problem with that. In order to do that, you would need another person, because as you expand that light floor, it gets thicker as well, right? So now where that phases into the light floor changes. So in order to be able to, because you can't slide the piece without it doing some sort of twist and whatever. You could try to set up a wire, but again, what happens is you bump into the wall. So you need to kind of, you need to kind of know ahead of time what's going on. You can do this now? What do you mean? No. Mod. I got tired of manipulating the wire and doing the cash pin. No, Wolf, no. I should put modded, but it's just a size mod and allow freighter parts to be built in, to allow all parts to be built on all terrain. And I'm tired of glitching. I've been doing it for years, and when you should be able to do, yes, Gamma, you need somebody to pull the part. You need to kind of then, based on where you were, you then manipulate the part, go, okay, let it go. They drop it in, and it's so in order to do what you're talking about, Gamma, is you need multiple light floors in order to do that. So, no, I know, Wolf. In my opinion, we should be able to build all, the freighter parts, the terrain parts should be able to be built anywhere. You know, they brought up a couple of underwater parts and said, okay, but then that was about it, right? So, anyway. Alright, I think I moved it right. I don't know. We're gonna drop testing or move it, trying to attempt to move it, and just be like, that's better than I had it before. And eventually, you know, we'll find, you know, you can figure out the right size of the gear, and I mean, because that's really part of it is yeah, see, too much. All right, so damn it. I should leave that other one there at the same time. But all right, so I don't remember where I was. I think it was here. And then what I do, I was right here. That's too much. Try it right there. So yeah, it's, you know, it's because there's a lot of manual placement in this to get that to do what you want, to get that effect. And if you see here, we're not perfectly flush, so and there is a bit of a jump with the paver placement, if that makes sense. Right, that's as good as it gets. It's better than it was. I'm okay with what we have here, so. All right. Is it perfect? No. Do I care? A little bit. Is it? Oh, and I didn't even follow my wire thing. Am I losing my mind altogether? No, because it's about moving that. So, fractionally. See, I feel like I can. I feel like that's just a little bit of a floor panel there. It really is. All right, you know what? 'Cause I'm insane. All right, if I move that back, we gotta move it back just a little bit more. Flip it, but see, if you see here, there's this little extra bit. A lot of times that I never have taken into account until recently. Oh, and I don't have my setup. I just You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I don't care. I don't. It's close enough. Or, wait a minute. Is it break time? It's break time. You know what? I'll do it after break. What happened to that floor we just put out? There it is. I'm like, I don't want to. No. Oh, hey. No, restore. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. When did it? We had it on restore. Weeks and weeks. Oh, shoot. Alright. I was like, you're out of here. Oh, it didn't even fill in all the rest of it. Alright. I wonder if that ruined anything upstairs. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, I know. We are going to go look for some wonders today. I can't continue without. I just can't. I need to. We need to level some floors at some point, too. We're a little high on some of those. Alright, let's get back into this. We're going to get it. I think we are. I think we're... Okay. We need to move that way. Or next time, honestly, we get the gear to be, lined up, or I mean the same size as the floor panel. That's part of the problem, I would imagine, right now. So if I were to put this back with that floor that I deleted, set something up where we're getting, what we had before, that halfway. But is that really going to be enough? I would have to do that whole setup thing again. Alright, I'm going to do this, and then we're going to take a breather. Oh, no worries, Gamma. Thank you for stopping in. All right. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. 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 Okay, so now we can have a fresh start. We can see where we are. All right. All right, so it looks like we need to move about a half a floor panel back. And we are currently right there with that. All right, so we'll mark that floor where we are, and then we're going to we'll try to play it smarter. But it's time to warm up the coffee, time to take a break. My back is killing me today. I'm so sorry. I'm a little grumpy. Yeah. All lower, that whole section. Complain, gripe, groan, I'm getting old. What do you mean getting? Go on. So yeah, we're taking a breather. We'll be back shortly. If you have any questions or anything, get them formulated. And we will return shortly. Yeah, well, I wish I had some right now, I'll be honest with you. It's hurting. I'm going to take another aspirin in a minute. And I'm out of nip-nip, so... Well, basically out. Yeah, I'm out. Alright, so we're taking a break. We'll be back in a few minutes. For those of you who can't stick around and wait, thanks for stopping in and hanging out. For those of you that are... sticking around, don't forget to peel the peepers away from the screen, get up, stretch out, do a bio break, get a tasty snacky treat, a beverage, and don't forget to wash your hands in between some of that. And we'll see you shortly. And for those of you taking off, please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment, ring that notification bell and all that jive, and hopefully we'll see you again. Alright, we'll be back shortly. We're going to try and make this as good as we can. Alright, we will be right back, as they say. Be right back, we'll be right back. Yeah, we'll be right back.
Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. standing still, and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist.
Alrighty, let's get rolling again. Oh, man. Yeah. Back is not doing well. I am hurting. Hurting. Coffee ain't cutting it. All right. Let's get back in on this. Oops. Actually, yeah, I do want to do that. I want to check something. Controls. Let's see if that look sensitivity is a little better. Yeah, looks like I got a little more control. Oh yeah, cursor. I can even set my DPI better. Yeah. Better. Yeah, keyboard could be a little bit. That could be. That could be, blah, blah, blah. All right, we're going to mark this once we get all that set up. So we are, boom, bring that back. I don't know. I think it's going to be too far, if I'm going to be honest. I think it's going to be too much. I think we are where we are. But I would be remiss if I did not at least try one more time. 2, 3, 4. And if it does not work this time with me actually marking the spot, then we will call it good where it is, and we will try to make something out of this because it's here now. All right, let's do that again. And I'm wondering if I need to do this every time, and I'm just kind of working off of that same. But no, it should be the same. Blah blah blah, right? Yeah, very good AI generated stuff done for me by Grimstone Media / Grimstone Gaming. I think so. You might be able to. I can drop a link in a minute. All right, so we want to come back just a hair, right? To there. All right, so let's mark this. So we know where the floor panel starts. And we got to remember that the wall is a negative space. The floor panel is kind of the positive space here. So it starts here at the positive, where the wall, when we were doing it in the other area, for the other moving, oh my goodness, it was a different, we were doing something different. So, whoo. I'm gonna try and save some money today, but I guess that ain't gonna happen. All right, now we need to flip the floor again. Oh. Round and round we go. Doing the same button presses, don't you know? It's gonna be too frickin' fun. I can see it already. Yep. We're right back where we were. So it is what it is at this point, unfortunately. We did a half. It's more than it really wants to be. So, all right, we are where we are. I'm okay with that. Next time, what we would do, we would just make this larger. The gear we could make larger. The problem is it's not, we would have to figure out where that half is, because right now we're moving in a fraction that doesn't exist. We're moving it in more and or less than what we really need, because that's what we have. I can't do any other different motion. So that is, as they say, what it is. We could try to, the only other thing I could think of is, because what happens... Oh, no. You know what? I need to change the scrolly bit. I was thinking about that. It needs to change, because it just needs to say we are on break. Yeah, I gotta change that. Like, taking a short break, something. Thank you for joining. Broadcast will resume shortly. Alright, so now what I need to do, unfortunately, is I need to do what we were just doing, which is adjusting the floor panel so that I can drop this back, and we can see what the heck's going on. Otherwise, building that was sort of pointless. So what we'll do is we will grab this, and we'll do all that freaking boring ass moving stuff around again. Ooh, yeah, no, that's too slow. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Cursor sensitivity, okay. that just... Oh, that's got to be for my... Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. But which mouse would it is? Oh, alright, we got... Hold on. We got some other stuff here. Default is 25. Mount smoothing. This value represents the amount of the mouse inputs are smoothed out, reducing the effect of slave bumps or jitters while making large mouse movements. It means there are neither menus and reduce motion sickness, but it can make you feel the game less responsive. Drop it up to 13. Alright. Then if we go back to here, now we got, okay. Cursor sensitivity 22. 16, look sensitivity. Okay, it doesn't really show up until you hit OK. Alright, we'll give that a shot, see what we get. Where'd all my shit go? Did I delete all the... Did I delete all my tools? I don't remember doing that, but okay. I guess if I did, I did. Alright, what are we doing? We are moving something. Moving stuff again, adding short walls to everything. Might keep that up because no, you know what? No, never mind. Forget I just said that. I'm gonna keep trying to perfect this because I would like it, you know, to be centered and, you know, centered on one of these and all that. But, you know, for all intent and purpose at the moment, this will do. I am okay with it. We could even add this little bit. and make it, I wonder if that would, yeah, it would, because it would need to be centered over that. So that would be pointless. Why would you do that? You wouldn't. And then, you know, you could frame it out however you wish. That would be up to you. Heck, you could probably see it's like a little more than halfway. And that's where that halfway is not going to work. That's why we are where we are. We'd have to figure out how to place that gear exactly half, or enlarge it a little bit more, scoot it over a little bit more, you know, etc. Jim Pop, what's going on? Not very. I wish I was. My back is killing me. But welcome. Thanks for dropping in. Ah, here we go. I just had to move it, apparently. Why are you not taking on... Oh, I know why. Okay, so... if I want that right there, I need to do this sort of thing. I wonder. Maybe that. Alright, test it with this. I mean, it might not be as perfect, but you can give it a shot. A little offset, okay. Oh, yeah, I could give you a little, throw down a tour in a minute of where we are with it. Nonners Gaming, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Good to see you. Good to see some fresh new faces here. Along with the tried and true. Pride and true. The tried and true. You know what I'm saying. People who are always here, like, absolutely would not be here without all y'all, so. Alright, so that is showing me that I'm pretty close to where that is there. Thank you for being here. I'll give you a tour if you're interested of what we're doing right now. I have a whole other city build, and I'm kind of known for the sci-fi kaleidoscope, the APG engine, if you're aware of any of that. Alright, let's see if we can't get what we need. Sometimes you get what you want. You can't always get what you want. Sometimes you get what you need. Something like that. Come on. Son of a biscuit. Alright, what is that? That's the gear. Okay. Like a nice simple frame. Does not want to be here because it is sharing the same space. Just slightly offset. And that's too damn low. Alright, let's try it again. We're getting close. We'll get it, I swear. What if I just do that? Is that enough? Am I being overly... Can I just actually share the space with it, or will it cover it like it does here? That's the question. Or did it sink into the floor enough? You'll never know. Keep trying it. Oh no, okay. It's freaking already the way it should be. Here I am wasting time. All right. Because, you know, I love wasting time. Yeah. Keep what little roof thing? Not sure what you mean there. I'm like, wait a minute. Alright, we've definitely wasted a bunch of time right there. So now all we gotta do is drop this. Boom. Get that. Do that. Remove that. And there we go. Now it looks centered. Except for the little part on the bottom, but now it looks centered. It's framed out, you know, so it looks a lot better. Oh, that's funny. Sorry, I found it funny anyway. Alright, now unfortunately it is not centered on the wall, but now we do have a, you know, and we could take it a step further. Unfortunately this is when it becomes a part eater, but we could potentially, oh no it won't, it's locked out. So I'd have to put these in first. Okay, so And thankfully, the part that we can still get at each part, which is nice. All right, so what I would have to do here is I would have to first put in these because we've locked out the edge. Boom. 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 And boom. Which we could just use that. That's nice too. It's actually nicer. But it's, you know, we either choose one part or 4 parts. You know, I think the 4 parts looks a lot better. And I'm going to keep it. And I'll try to, you know, find the 4 parts somewhere else that we're not really using. Yeah, that looks way better. We'll keep that. And you know, and if we feel like changing, unfortunately right now, the colors look very horrible. The red, if you use that, looks whether it's lit or not or powered or not, it looks off, and it's weird. So the lighting is off. Obviously, we would love to see that gear shifted over a little bit so that the circle that we're seeing in the light floor, which we never saw before, which is new, these lines and the circles are new. But, you know, we do, and I need to check something because this wasn't a thing before and it really needs to be fixed. Where are you? 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 You're here. Oh no, I need a power right there. And we need a light. Wait a minute, is it working upstairs? What am I looking for again? Is what working? Oh yeah, the blinky bit. No, the blinky bit is not working. Alright, there's an issue with power. Or they changed something with the last update. So now blinky bit is not working unless alright, let's try something here. Enabled. Let's do disabled. Now we have 0 power. Alright, so those aren't lit. This is not lit. Okay, so everything, okay, so enable, alright, so before, this is new. Well, before, the only thing when you had your power enabled, alright, this sucks, is the pill lights and things, and like your doors or whatever, even that, no. The floor lights were not powered. So now, and now the pill lights aren't powered. So now I would need to connect to you, which would then get you blinking. I'm going to require way more wires. And then you to a power source. Oh, tell me, is that... $13. And it's way over here. It's in ER's area. Sloshy whale, what's going on? Yeah, something's going on with the game. Look at this here. Like, it's analyzing the hotspot like super fast, but look at how slow it's going up the meter. Did anyone notice this? Or is this because I have a mod in? Alright, this is weird. Alright, 1920. 22. This is so crazy. This is so bizarre. Alright, so they definitely, something's going, like the power, and I was noticing this visiting somebody the other day, the power, their power, you know, it's a typical thing we've seen a bunch of times where the power doesn't work when you go to visit somebody. Alright, so this sucks. So how do I do switches with the power on? How do I do blinky bits? Bite beat. But that's more parts. But just about as many as normal anyway. Alright, I have to walk away from the mic. Look at this, it's crazy. I wonder if it will actually be able to analyze. I mean, it's climbing 60. Slowly, but it's getting there. Wow. 71. That's crazy. 75. Yeah, if anybody else is having this issue, please let me know. If not, I gotta chalk it up to mods of some sort. But I have no mod that is affecting hotspot or anything of that. It's just building. And because of the change in power, something's going on with PC stuff, man. It's starting to, Zendesk is going to be, I got to do a video. Pardon me. And hope that they watch it. $97, we're almost there. 98, 99, and it's just bizarre that, can I build here? And I freaking can. Yeah, something is wrong with, like it's opposite on things I've noticed. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, and this is ER's spot right here. Damn it. Alright, we're gonna just drop a... Let's see what this is giving out. 134. Okay. I don't know if this will reach. You son of a biscuit, too close to the starship. What starship? There's no freaking starship anywhere. It's right over here. What? What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. This is the oddest freaking scenario I have come across in building. I gotta be 100% there. And don't even tell me too close to Starship, because there's no freaking Starship anywhere. Too close to Starship. No. What? Can't land on the flat part, but we'll land on the other crappy part. What freaking starship? Alright, shit, I hit the wrong thing. Unbelievable. Or do I just connect that to this and call it a day? Yeah, can't I just connect that? To this. Get rid of that. And then... No, because it's only putting out 13 kp. Even connected to that, huh? I thought that solved problems. Like you link them and you get... Alright, we'll keep it linked for now. I think there's an issue with the problem. I mean, an issue with the problem. I think there's an issue with the power. There's a problem with the power. And now I'd have to do all these wires. Alright, how do I do if there's... Alright, if there's power provided, do I need to power the switch? No, because there's already power going to that. That is the power source. Oh, come on. So what's the... Alright, if all the panels are on now with base power enabled, the only way I can think of is to use a byte beat to make things blink on and off, right? But now you're a byte beat cable, a thingamajiggy, whatever they are there. The switch, power cable, you don't need. But, and I can't remember how to use the damn byte beat for all that. I'm gonna have to do that. But then you could shut it off with that. Uh-oh. And then they could change it back to whatever. Alright, this is going to be odd, because I would, you know, if you want blinky signs, and you have your base computer power on, alright, guess what we're doing? We're redoing all of this crap. Alright, you should still be wired, right? Yes. Alright, so you're not... Alright, let's go turn the base computer power on. Okay, so now that's on. Alright, we're gonna get rid of, and I guess I got rid of the stickers as well. Apparently so. Yeah. Well, that sucks, and it's new. That is the floor panel, correct? Move. Replace. Gone. Okay, now, if I take power to that, nothing happens. All right. That's okay. Bite beat time. All right, time to relearn how to use the bite beat. Hey, look at that. I think didn't we have this as a, there we go. So yeah, there's no, so that's providing power to that. Aha! Okay. Okay, hold on. That supplies a constant power. Yeah, you can't. It's a bite beat. You have to use a bite beat now. With the power on all the time. Now that the light floors are lit with power on. They didn't used to be. Okay. Alright. How to use a bite beat. This is going to be fun. Which is in that way things show up for everybody when they show up because it's a bite beat at that point. Alright, we're going to turn the game sounds up and we're going to use a bite beat because it's no, we're not. I can't deal with that. We just need the timing. Alright. Alright, let's remember how to use one of these freaking things. Actually, I need to hear it, don't I? Yeah, I do. No. All right. Probably don't need it blinking that fast. Alright, and I gotta remember all of this crap. Alright, then I need one of these, right? Well, we don't need power, right? How does this work? want that. Well, because that's fully powered now. How does this work? I don't remember. I might have to go to the city and, okay, not that. Oh, it's right there. Okay. No. 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 Don't tell me that. Or does it go to the... Right, that would be power to the wall. No, no. This is to power. Right? No. Working aim like that. Woo. I'm just gonna wait for a second. All right. Jump down here in a minute. Okay, let's go take a look. See how it should be. And now, actually, these things in here are going to be not working properly. Yep. It's all. Yeah, so. Go to switches, and then the power goes out. Those get powered together. I don't know what to do. No, Katrine, welcome. No worries. We're cool. Welcome back, legend. We got an issue. So if you want your base power to be on and have free power, you can't make the byte beat work with the switches or anything else like you used to be able to. Like the pill light was the only thing that, you know, you could use that as a power source. Everything else was off. So you can't make things blink. Like, what's the point of having that in a creative save? In like, what the heck? Ah, that sucks. So you have to turn your base power off. Oh, I got music down in the game. Like, where's that music? Closer. All right, that works. Take that. All right, so right, that really bites. Yeah. Even that doesn't look right. Yeah, look it. It's off beat. Because if I wire everything up now and something changes or goes back to the way it really should be, because base power on means now all your base is powered on. So your yeah. You can't do any tricks, you can't do anything. Because your item is already on. It's getting power. How do you cut the power to that? Now I have to, and now, you know, if I don't have frickin' power in a base, you don't have power in a creative base, and you had blinking lights like my city, it now no longer works. What's the auto switch end up doing? Can I? Yeah, okay, so they need to change. And now knowing that the base power is on and now the light floors are on and that red light floor looks like crap. Please adjust the build. It's like they do these updates and then they break a bunch of stuff and then we're like, hey, this is broken, and then, you know, we don't get anything. Like, it stays broken. It's like, please, you know, don't make me, you know, don't make people not want to play it. Like, this is so bizarre to me. That's how it should be brighter here, where I'm getting stars and light, than it is when I walk into here, which is then covered by the star. You know, that drives me insane. Hey. Darker up there than it is where I am. You know, it's like, hey, it just got bright under here for some reason. And it's bright everywhere. I don't know. Oh, and hey, look at that. All right, you know what? Let's try reloading. Make sure that there's not something. And I never got to the new critter. Well, the new critter. It is. Well, no. All right. So base power on, and everything's on. Switches don't work. Bipey doesn't work. Doesn't do anything. We have heard no patch, seen no patch, no nothing, no talk of anything. And it's like, you know, they're going to do an update and then, you know, fix some stuff. It'll all change anyway. I mean, look at here, you know. We're going to reload our restore point, which should bring back certain things, but you know, ER's base not uploading and rendering properly. You know, I'm not able to see it. All right, now we're back. Sort of back. So if I want to do any sort of anything right now, I need to pretend like I have no, you know, I have to go non-base power. And it's hitting before. See, it's on a. would be the arpeggiator. Because now, what I'm supposed to be able to do is take that and this, and it should do something, right? Because, yeah, these would all be wired. Bump, 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 like we just saw. That would go to these. That would go to power. And then your switch would end up in here, creating a thing. But because that's on, and I can't shut it off anyway, I can't seem to disconnect the power. It's just getting a constant feed. We got any power down here? We do. 18. Okay. Now I need to figure out where to put this crap. And it's another part. Alright. Hide it. Alright, until I figure out exactly what we're doing here, it doesn't really matter, right? So I'm going to put this in here for now. That gives us some power. But now I gotta go shut off base power, which means I gotta power everything else. It was much easier when, like, the pill light, like, base power was nice and creative because you had your pill light. That was your power. I can see why they did what they did. I get it. But there needs to be a way for you to use their switches and the bite beat. Alright, so now, yeah, so if I turn the power on, or off rather, I can do it the normal way with a, you know, a switch and a. Shoot. What am I missing? Yeah, everything's on. You can't shut it off. How do you... So what's the point of having power on if you can't do the other... yeah, the power suit. Okay, here's another new thing. I got a Zendesk. Zendesk. Like, how do I short the power? The wall switch didn't work. You can't power the power. And this just changed recently. Like, I think patch whatever we're on now. This last one. I thought that the floor panels were on, because normally they are not. Normally the only thing that's on is the pill light. All right, yeah, I don't know what to do about this, because I can't think of a way to shut the power. Levity, what's going on? Yeah, so the power being on in creative now, if you use the base, you know, if you have power on the base computer enabled. Now, everything is powered. So you can't... you can't use a switch, which doesn't make sense if you think about it, because... you would be negating the... and it should... I don't want to mess with any of this now. This is kind of... this is bumming me out, man. Flurgan, sturgan, blurgan. That is crazy to me. This is absolutely crazy to me. That's gonna go the other way. Yeah, right. Gonna go that way. Instead of this way, which would make more sense, but so yeah, I can't do the bite beat thing. I can't do the switch. You can't do any blinking. So where's the creativity in that? You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. I'm trying to figure out how to deal with this if there is a way, and I don't think there is, without then shutting off the base power. And if you're in a spot where you were doing that and you had no power near you, that's why you enabled it. You can't do any blinky moving tricks, you know, none of that. So there goes a whole layer of creativity, which worries me that they're prepping us for no creativity building in Light No Fire. It's just going to be like, here's a wall, here's a floor, there's your hut. I hope not. I mean, that would be silly to go from this sort of thing to that, but stranger things have happened. Yeah, I'd have to turn the base power off, so I'm going to wait, hopefully, and I'm going to Zendesk the crap out of this stuff. Because this is not right. Notice the bite beat wire stayed there when I deleted the item. Normally, if you move that sort of thing, it deletes. Nothing's connected to power. Or is that a power, like, because the freighter rooms, no, generate power? No, it's got nothing to do with that, because if it did, we would be, when you do the other, yeah, it would be lit when you shut it off, when you do the, base power disabled. So, yeah, that has nothing to do with it. So now everything that we have lit is lit, but if you want to do anything with it, you can't, because the switches and the bite beat, when connected to these things, don't alter what they do. So now what? Excuse me. Well, that changes things. Granted, it may change again, so I don't know what to do. I don't know. I mean, the lighting and all of this is off, so, it's a question of waiting to see what happens. It's so dark, and it should be, but not, I mean, now I'm working on signs and stuff, so you know, I'm going to do a little building here and there, you know, to fill in some gaps, but I wanted to make sure I had some deco going. I mean, that sign's going to change. I'm just putting things in places right now to kind of walk by and see, you know, if something there works. I don't know what to do. I'm like completely confused right now. I had planned on working on signage and lighting, and now it's kind of sort of a moot point. And when I go to look for fish, and I go to the places that people recommend that have this particular kind of fish, so I can switch up what we got going on, being that they seem to be the most visible through these, they're the brightest amongst all of the stuff. Yeah. Sorry. I'm just so lost right now because this is so grr to grr, more grr. How long have we been going? 3.5 hours? Yeah, we might end this one short today. Well, shorter than normal. 3.5 is right around normal. But I'm like, like lighting is what I really needed to do next. And, you know, that includes signage. And blinking and, you know, byte beat usage. I was going to do that sort of thing. Now what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? The game has made me go nutty again. Yeah. Shoot. All right. We're going to call it. I really am like, I'm kind of like, I don't know what to do at this point. I had thought of doing something and now I can't. So that changes things quite a bit. I had no other plan, unfortunately. I was like, all right, signs. I'm in the middle. Yeah. You know, we'll get that creative bit going. You know, get some lighting in here because it is overly dark, even with the lights that are there. They haven't seemed to get the lighting right. Yeah, I think I'm calling it Legend for now, you know, for today. You know, what I'll probably do is I might come back tonight, either with this or some of that Star Rupture, or whatever the name of that game is, like it's in playtest, Star Rupture, which looks really neat, actually, in a weird way. I'm curious about it, so, you know, right now there's a play test, so I'm going to try it, see what I think about it. I know the building is not going to be creative, you know, it's about production and, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, Legend. And I think I need to go to the specialty drugstore for my back. Star Rupture, yeah. So I think I might do that tonight. Or if I'm going to build and do some stuff, that nobody wants to watch, which is me basically doing what I'm doing right now, staring down at this going, I got a big black hole right down in the backside that if I were to be able to do some blinking lights and whatnot, we could, do something with all of this. But because of where the lighting is in the game currently and, where things are, it is not working so great. So we need to sort of reevaluate what we're going to do for tomorrow. And that means I'll be on Discord, and feel free to join me on Discord in about an hour, where I'll just be kind of hanging out, listening to some other music, some actual music. Well, Lux's actual music. It's really great stuff. It's a good Vangelis vibe, Blade Runner vibe. But, different music. That is something I would get copyright for if I played during stream. I play during Discord. Mellow, chill, just kind of building away. If you got questions or anything about that, feel free to hit me up while we're there. Sometimes I announce it. Most of the time, though, just look in the music lounge, and if you see a speaker going or the screen share going, which is usually there so you can watch what I'm doing, feel free to drop in. You don't got to chat if you don't want, but you're welcome to. If you want to just watch, feel free to watch. But yeah, for now, we're going to call it. Until I'm going to mess around with trying to figure out all the blinky bits. I'm going to have to write a list for Zendesk and try to make a video of everything specific. And go from there. But, alright, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's check out maybe before Beebo Bum's live in 35 minutes ago. Okay. Other than that, I do not see anybody else going right now. So yeah, hang out with me Discord, check out, ring the notification bell, and it'll let you know when I'm coming back on. We'll see about Star Rupture tonight. Some of it will do with, how I'm feeling. My back is really, I did something. But we're going to go try and take care of that. If I do some building off stream and I come up with an idea or we figure something out or I rewire, then we'll go from there. I'll swing back and we'll do stuff. But yeah, it's just the lighting. Things are off right now. Let's figure it out. Not going to panic yet. We are going to Zendesk. It's crazy. Like here's 2-3 patches, and then we don't hear from them for a while, and there's still a bunch of broken stuff. So it'd be nice if we could, address these issues and get something over it. All right, y'all. Thanks again. Until next time, this has been me. You know who, that weirdo Kevin C. Building weird stuff here at Action Pants Gaming. Wishing all of you out there in the No Man's Skyverse a little bit of love, peace, and Starship Grease. Get your action pants on. Get out there. Start building some wild and wacky stuff. All right, y'all. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. I move buttons around.
Action Pants Gaming. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. throwing parts together, throwing parts, crafting all night. Get ready to build, get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right.